Hey there, creative crew. Welcome back to my channel / podcast. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Vanessa with the Winnie Umbrella brand, the Winnie Umbrella Publishing, the Winnie Umbrella Everything Under the Sun. And today's is a special episode because this is one of my visual podcasts. I do this every once in a while on my channel. So today is one of those days. So my podcast is called Winnie Umbrella Brand Podcast. It tells you the mindset that pushes my business forward to get, you know what I'm saying, what's the thought process, because everything is not peachy and cream, but everything isn't good, but everything isn't bad. It's just, you know, what mind frame do I put myself in to push myself forward. So, and what the tips and stuff that I did to get it there. YouTube is more likely my actions and how to do it, like physically you're seeing stuff. Social media is showing you the brand of it all. So subscribe to all so you can see the different versions of everything. So welcome. So today's episode with the podcast, I'm supposed to be recording this for both, but I have my microphone here, but I didn't set it up. I'm just winging it from here, and then I'll do some editing to take the voice out of the video, and then take the video and turn it to turn the video to turn the video to word, you know, just a voice. So I'm gonna do that. But I would like to say the keynotes of this podcast, we're going to start with my updates. And I did write it down because usually I go off topic. I will go into a whole rant. Let's say if I talk about keys, and I'm going to tell you a whole story about keys and how that key relates to this key. I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to do that. We're going to be a little structured. And look, I'm shiny because I just washed my face and put on some new stuff. So forget the shine. It's face product. So put on some new acne stuff so you can tell. I'm trying to prevent it. If you can see it, you could like just ignore the face shining. Okay. So the updates that I have is I'm slowly getting my book together, and I'm so happy about that. When I say I'm happy, because y'all already know how I do. If you're new here, I'm not saying I procrastinate, but I put a lot on my plate since I'm a one-person business. So when it comes to the books, I try to give each book its own time, its own spotlight, like, you know, social media, content, merch, all this stuff. I try to give each book that. So when I already have 4 books, it takes a lot. So when I do calm down, I'm thinking about what the next thing to do with those books. Then I turn around and be like, oh shoot, I forgot. It's time to roll out. So it was timing, you know. So the timing of this book, it's a trilogy from the first 2 children's book that I have, the ballerina necklace and the PPA meeting. The children in that book are siblings. So the third child that shows up into each book has its own book. And now I'm showing how I'm going through the process of trying to figure out how I'm gonna work this book out, what I'm doing to put the book together, how the book may turn out. So we're gonna go through that process. So stay tuned and subscribe to YouTube because that's where it's gonna be on. Also, I'm growing on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, so this is an update. I am growing in a sense of, at this second, I have 216 subscribers, and I am so happy because I've been on YouTube about 2 years. I think like 2 years or so. You're going to hear my outside neighbors. It's all right. They loud. It's hot today, so everybody going to kick it today. So about 2 years or so, 216. I'm so happy because I always say this. My channel is to some people all over the place. It's not specific to this certain niche. It's not specific because as a one-person business, you're doing everything. And by doing everything, I'm showing you everything. You see what I'm saying? In a sense of I'm learning software. I'm making making merch doing photo shoots. I'm writing books. I did a film. I show you the behind the scenes of the film. I'm learning ads. I'm learning brand ambassadors. I'm learning all that stuff, and I'm showing it to you. And also an audiobook. Check that out for the ballerina necklace. But I'm showing you all these things. So my channel, for it to be slowly growing, which I'm grateful, you're rocking with me. You're not rocking with one specific thing about me. You're rocking with me to the journey of my business, and I'm truly appreciative of that. So shout out to you guys, to my creative crews. That's what I call the subscribers, because for you to be on my channel, you creative. You finna see how something finna be made. You finna think of how something finna be made. I even had a talk, like a talk show version, roots versus now, when it comes to books and different things like that on there. So you're rocking with the creativity. So I appreciate the subscribers, the new subscribers and the old subscribers, because y'all from the day one, from when I had to get fully dressed up, this, and that, and then when I, fall in and out. I'm consistent within the, but when I fall in and out, like if I'm showing my face or if I'm just showing this or just, or just doing things, y'all rock with me. So I appreciate the growth when it comes to YouTube. So also, I'm going to do a book ambassador update. The book ambassador, I only reached out to, I think, 3. And I came to the conclusion, I wasn't a friend where I'm always in their messages. So you know how your message may not be received. They got to check their spam, or they got to check this and that. So I've tried to find their email addresses that they give out if you want to work with them and stuff like that. A lot of them didn't work. A lot of them did. And when you send an email and that email is not like workable, it'll come right back to you. And if you put exactly everything that they put and it'll come right back to you, I don't want to say you're missing out on money, but I want to say, when it comes to being a book ambassador or any ambassador, make sure that all your contact information is up to date. All your contact information is there. I really want to work with those people, but it's hard to get in contact with those people unless I'm going underneath their post and all this and that, and I don't want to spam anybody. So I took that as, if I want to give a book, I want to give a book, and you can give me your honest opinion, because I'm all about that honesty. But also, I'd rather do ads, because I wasn't going to just give you a book for a feature and speaking this and that. I won't pay you, because everybody's about their money. I'm just going to be real with that. I'm about my money. I know you about your money. I'm going to switch it a little bit. I'm going to try again, but those are the ones I've been watching. So, like, I literally took time to been watching for a while, those people. So it's just me picking some new people will take a while too. But I just want to see how it goes. But I might just turn strictly to ads and just give the books and see how they like it. And, if they want to do a review, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Out of the kindness of their heart. Stuff like that. So, I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. But right now, I'm going to switch to ads. I'm going to try again to see how it goes and get more information, like contact information. Probably hit them up again. Or or probably go in their DMs or something. But I just, when a company go in my DMs and be like, hey, still ask for our content, I'll be like, ooh, don't open, don't respond. And I don't want to be like that. So I know they probably, you know what I'm saying? So let's do it. Now, switch from the updates. Now, those were my updates on my business. Switch from the updates to my wins. You're going to hear my update. They got a speaker and everything. So, and I'm be real with y'all. I've been waiting on you're going to hear my outside, because I've been waiting for the time that it got quiet. And this is the quiet it is, even though you hear stuff. So we're going to get the rolling. My wins for my business is my recent content is getting more views. And what I mean by that, and we're going to go back to YouTube. Yes, I've been talking about YouTube because that's where I'm seeing progress at. Like TikTok went down, but I've been trying different hashtags. So I understand that. But my videos like this and stuff has been getting like 2 to 3 views, 5 views. I know I got one with like 20 and something like that. So I'm like, it's gradually growing. I have one video that got a couple thousand, but that's been for 2 years People are looking for that specific content. I can redo that video to get more content on that, but that video played how it's gonna play. That video made how it's gonna make. So I didn't have no need to redo the video to get more views for that. You know what I mean? Everybody can find it through that video. So that's a win for me. Growing when people are watching more of my content. Now, the lessons I've learned. And this is all like, I give you an update from like a week, because I do podcasts once a week. But I'm going to give you like a 2-week update, because it's been like 2 weeks or so since I did a podcast. The lesson I learned is having all the ideas. And I'm gonna read exactly what I wrote, because I wrote this down so I can be specific. Having all the ideas and not the action. Hey there, creator crew. All I'm trying to say is just don't forget to go on winnieumbrella.publishing.com for your next favorite book. Back to the video. And having not the action behind them. Like I want to show y'all so much to bring them to life. Like, okay, the next book that I'm writing is my youngest son book. And with that book, I literally tried my best to find the synopsis I wrote. I researched. I had to go up there and get it. I researched all the books, the 2 books that he was in, all that stuff, and I wrote down the tips and everything. But when I turned around and tried to find the synopsis, I found it. But I found all the tasks that I needed to do within that year. 2021, 2022, 2023. It's 2024 now, and a lot of stuff that I'm doing now, what I had to do in 2021. Well, not 2022, 2023. Because 21, I was learning the business of book publishing, self-publishing. You see what I'm saying? So by me literally looking at the task, I'm like, I'm still doing this. This is what I'm trying to work on right now. I felt behind. I literally felt like I was going behind in what I was doing. But I was like, you know what, Vanessa? Lessons needed to be learned, and for you to learn things you don't learn overnight. And I had to learn to be patient with myself and give myself grace and say, I can't do it all in one day. I can put a task this high on myself and think I should accomplish all of that, and it took me years to get there. So I can't keep putting that pressure on myself, but I can be consistent. And by me being consistent will get me to where I need to go quicker than just trying to rush through everything and not knowing the fundamentals of what I'm trying to do. And it took me a while to learn the fundamentals and a lot of stuff. That's why it's like, if you go watch the video before this, I think it's gonna be the video before this is a short 12-minute video. At the end of learning what type of book I'm gonna write, I was like, dang, now I gotta learn something new again. I gotta research again. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna do it to get to learning to what I'm trying to do. So that was the lesson. I saw stuff, but that's why I always tell y'all in a lot of my videos, I have journals and books and folders and stuff of stories and all this other stuff and tasks of what I need to do that I didn't get done, but I'm doing now, and it's still relevant to my business. Very humbling. Now, let me give you the tip. Journal. Write down the tasks. Write down what you need to do. Write down your thoughts. Write down your ideas. Write it down. And keep the journal. That's the biggest thing, because you can throw the stuff out. People like, I ain't in there no more. That was in 2021. I still didn't do it, but this is throw it away. Keep it. I'm just going to say it like that. Just keep it. Because if you keep it, you can go back and say, that just sparks an interest of what you need to do. If you're still interested in that thing. Now, I can see if you're not interested anymore, you're not going to do it. But that will spark an interest. So I do recommend, as a tip, keep your journals. Keep your tasks. Keep your notes. If you got a box or a bag full of, I don't have none right here. But if you got a box or bag full of sticky notes of ideas and stuff like that, keep it. Put it in a bag. Close it up so it won't get wet and all that stuff. And come back to it. That's what I did. And it's working for me. So just keep it like that. So present day. So that was the past. That was the tip for the past. But that was a lesson learned. But it was in the present day. But I'm just saying, it was something of the past that made me learn my lesson of today about how I'm growing in a business. But the present day, my slow progress is still progress with actionable steps. the biggest thing for me, and this is all about me. I'm not just throwing stuff out there. This is what I'm literally learning. But the biggest thing for me is making that first step. And what it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do a book, right? What's the first step? It took me a minute to write and read those books, because I just said, okay, I'm gonna make a book. What's the first step? Just do the first step, and then from that first step, you're gonna go to the next step. My first step for the book was read The Ballerina Necklace, because that was the first book I wrote. Where is that that character in that book? The second step was read the second book, The PPA Meeting, and where's that character in that book that goes with the first book? So I had to do that and then find the synopsis for the book. I could have found the synopsis first, but I already wrote those books, so those books are already concrete. So those was the first thing. So find the synopsis, and then I can add to it. So that was my third thing. So now it's time to create of what I found and what idea do I have of that book. And by that, I've literally skyrocketed mentally. Okay, I know what we're going to do with this book. I know how this book is going to go. If it goes like that, that's good, because you get your bumps in the road. But I know the direction that I want to go. That's the difference. So, I hope you enjoy this quick podcast. This is the mind frame of these last 2 weeks. Literally, honestly, it was this week. But some of the stuff went into the last week about the books and stuff like that. But it went into this week too. So, feel free to subscribe. Join the journey. At least see how it goes. Because all these books are going to be turned into something else. See how that goes too. And once again, my name is Vanessa with the Winnie Umbrella brand, the Winnie Umbrella Publishing, the Winnie Umbrella Everything Under the Sun. If I'm talking fast, I do that. When I'm trying to explain something and I'm trying to beat the noise outside, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. it's going to pick back up, but I'm trying to beat the noise outside. So I hope y'all have a great day. Likely subscribe, comment below. How do you get through your task? How do you, come in something constructive, positive. Keep it positive, And also, have a great day, and let's get creative. Bye, you guys.